This is my step-by-step system to get most of my goals achieved. And if it's worked for me, I'm pretty sure this is gonna work for you. So if you've been struggling with kind of finding direction in your life, then this is the video for you. First off, you wanna write your goals. You wanna make sure that you write purposeful goals and goals that are meant for you. What I mean by that is a lot of the times I found myself trying to write goals for somebody else. I want X person to earn this amount of money by next year, but you have absolutely no say in how that person's life is gonna turn out. So if you're gonna strive for something that's gonna benefit you and you only. It's very difficult to get to a destination that you've never been before without a map. And writing the goals on a daily basis is gonna give you that map. Now, the next step is writing a plan to achieve those goals. That's just gonna send a stronger guideline, at least to your subconscious mind, on how to read that map a little bit better. Now, granted, you might not know everything that you can do to achieve that goal, but the ideas are gonna start coming to you as you keep on writing them down on a day-to-day basis. There's two guys shooting darts, right? And they're both competing to hit that bullseye. One of them is in a dark room, and this guy has absolutely no idea what he's doing. He's just aimlessly shooting at the dartboard, right? And the other guy, they gave him control over absolutely everything, all the variables he can control except for the distance and the dartboard. So if they give this guy over here on this side, they give him control over the lighting, they give him control over the type of darts he's gonna use. They give him some time to practice shooting darts. He gets a little bit better at aiming. It's pretty obvious that the guy who controlled the most variables in a situation is gonna do a lot better than the guy in the dark room. So if you have a plan on all the controllable variables that you have in your goal setting process, then you're most likely gonna achieve it a lot faster than the guy who's just simply wishing for it to come to him at some point. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the top 3 people in your field. You don't necessarily have to know them, but if you can find somebody online, you can probably talk to a couple of your colleagues, anybody, absolutely anybody in your field that you think is doing a really good job at what you want to do good at. Just start studying them, start analyzing everything that they do. If they start eating a certain diet, you go and you eat that certain diet as well. If they start working extra hours, you start working those extra hours as well. You're gonna start seeing that winner's mindset, and you're gonna start to cultivate those same habits. In order to be good in any field, you have to absolutely immerse yourself. And this is basically the next step. And this step is finding blogs, articles, any information online that you can get your hands on. And it doesn't have to be online. They can be from books, magazines, anything that has to do with your topic or your field. Just get your hands on them and actually read them, because I used to fall into the mistake of buying information, but just letting it sit there on the shelf. The next step is something that I personally struggle with, and I didn't actually apply until I started noticing the importance of accountability. And this step is to tell people in your surroundings. Don't tell people that could possibly halt your process. Only tell people that you can actually confide in. And start seeing your word as fact, and start holding yourself accountable. Everything that you say that you're gonna do, it has to be fact, and you have to act that way. Because only you're gonna start seeing that if you don't meet up to those expectations, or if you don't follow through on what you said you were gonna do, you're gonna slowly start to see your self-esteem to chip a little by little. So that's the next step. It's very important that you tell people so that they can hold you accountable as well. The next step is making daily progress reports. And the reason you do this is because once you start making certain progress or you start seeing certain results, it's very easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. And what that does is that minimizes a lot of the effort that you've been putting in, and it might not be your time yet to be comparing yourself to people that are probably ahead of you. So with these daily progress reports, you're gonna see how quickly that extra 1% that you're putting in on a daily basis adds up. It's gonna start adding up so quickly and so fast if you just look at it on a day by day basis, that it's finally gonna start to seem worth it. And that's something that, like I said, like it's something that I used to struggle with a lot, because I would compare myself to a lot of other people in my field, and I would see that I wouldn't necessarily be getting the same results that they did. But maybe they had other things going on that I had no idea about. So the way you're gonna do this is either you're gonna measure a metric. You're gonna find whatever metric that you can. Maybe it's the amount of sales calls that you make. It's the amount of chords that you learn how to play in a day. It's the amount of miles that you ran in a day. And you're gonna start writing everything down. Everything that you did right as well, you're gonna start jotting it in your journal. But you're also gonna start writing everything that you could have improved on, or everything that you did wrong. Like, yeah, maybe I did go work out, but I ate a cheeseburger from McDonald's for lunch, and I could have probably planned a little bit better for that the next time I'm coming around. And this last step is, it's gonna seem very cliche, but I promise you, this is gonna put you into the mindset of being the type of person that you wanna be eventually. And this step is to visualize. Start seeing yourself, what it would feel like, what you would talk like, who you would surround yourself with if you were the type of person that you already wanted to be. You're gonna see the discrepancies of who you are right now and how you would act if you were that person already. And you're gonna do this on a daily basis. And you're gonna quickly start finding yourself actually believing that it is possible for you more and more as it goes on. Keep a positive mindset through all this, guys. Like I said, sometimes, especially when you're climbing uphill, it's gonna be very difficult for you to persist. But like any habit or anything worth having, a lot of the momentum is built at the beginning. When a rocket ship takes off, the initial thrust takes 92% of the effort in order to get it going. So if you're struggling to keep your motivation up, just keep on visualizing the type of person that you're gonna become. And I promise you that it's gonna get there eventually. So if you found this information valuable, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, just remember, guys, there is no traffic jam at the extra mile.